I can't quit staring at Connor's dick. I can't stop. I sent Connor's dick to my partner Ryan, who opened it on his computer right as his wife was coming in the background. And then we have to explain what's happening here. But I can't stop looking. I've stared at this dick for the last 2 hours. He attached a weight to his mini-me. And you got a crooked penile function with a makeshift weight on it. It's a lot for me to accept.
What in the world is going on in the MMA world? This stuff is outrageous. But nonetheless, Conor McGregor sends a picture of his, what they say, crooked manhood to rapper Azealia Banks. I sat back just to see if anybody would speak about this, because Lord knows if Gervonta Tank Davis or Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, had a cock weight, you know what I'm saying, hanging from their schlong and sending it to women, you guys would be all over it, you know? So you got to check yourselves, because I seriously doubt that this didn't come across your eyes or your feed just like it came across mine. So one of the things I got to point out with you so-called content creators and what y'all reporting something like that, like you guys are real funny. But we're going to go ahead and get into this because, wow. What has happened to Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor has been out on a tirade ever since he got that Floyd Mayweather check. And I'm beginning to think fighting Floyd Mayweather was one of the worst things that happened to this man, because I thought all this wildness would have subsided by now, that he could adjust to fame and money. Conor McGregor is obviously somebody who doesn't need to be rich, doesn't need to have a lot of money. He's shown that he can't handle it. Now, we can start with the many. He has so many SA victims. I've lost count. This man has punched the elderly. He's been acting like a thug and throwing dollies at buses. You know, these strange outbursts, these coke rants, just everything. Like, he's been out here. Conor McGregor has literally been out here on a tirade ever since he got some Mayweather money. This kid don't know how to act. But nonetheless, he's up here sending his meat to random people on Twitter. Like, what is going on here? But, you know, besides all this, we use these opportunities for a chance to study how media moves and how people work. Okay. I want you to look at these titles. All right. And I want you to understand how the media works, right? Look at these titles. Do you notice anything about them? Do you notice that they say alleged, claimed, or supposedly? You notice that? Alleged, claim, or supposedly. There's nothing alleged. This is not a claim, and this is not supposedly. This is a fact that he did this. It's a fact. But yet in the media, oh, alleged. You see the pictures just like we see the pictures. Okay? How did the whole world manage to get this picture if it ain't true? And this is nothing you even have to argue if it's true or not. We know it's true. Just based off the evidence we have right here and his past history. But you look into the media, it's alleged, it's supposedly, it's rapper claims. That's the difference between white athletes and black athletes. That's the benefits they get. Now, if we flip the script, you wouldn't see no alleged with Tank. You wouldn't see no supposedly, and you wouldn't see no claims. It would be Gervonta Davis Smack's girlfriend. Point blank period. Am I right? Just like I told you, the whole world ignored Dana White putting hands on his wife. But I actually somewhat admire Dana White. He told America to kiss his ass and mind their business. And they went right back to doing it. Like it didn't happen. People want to talk about Tank. You want to know something that's factual? The UFC has more domestic violence charges than any sport. Boxing, football, baseball. The UFC leads in domestic violence. You would think the way y'all want to jump on Tank, Floyd, or anybody else about touching women, you would think y'all would show the same energy towards UFC. Let me ask you a question. Why they ain't got that energy? That's rhetorical, by the way. That's totally rhetorical. But the point is, you get what I'm saying. And you see how people want to stay away from this. But boy, let some Tank information come out. Let some Floyd information come out. Y'all all over it. Now, this is the thing. I'm not talking about just anybody. Black folks do this to themselves. Y'all be all over some Tank stuff, but ignore stuff like this. I covered this just because nobody covered it. And simply because I want to practice the same energy that's practiced on us. I'm jumping at the opportunity to report on a white athlete fucking up. Just like y'all jump at the opportunity to jump on a black athlete that's fucking up. You see, I just match the energy. People think I'm wild. But I just peep energy and I match it. And I match it because it seems like to me, nobody else picks up on this stuff. Nobody care about these patterns and stuff. And nobody cared to create a counter to what happens to us at all. So I do what they do. You know, maybe more of y'all should do the same. Because in this world, I believe in balance. Not just all one side, not just all one person, not just all one thing. If you guys don't like domestic violence and people acting stupid and people acting like thugs and crazy, you report on everybody that's doing it. Not just the people that you care about that's doing it. But this shit is wild. This is wild. He's been allowed to terrorize for so long that he feels lawless. And it's one thing that I say about Conor. I actually enjoy watching Conor make his rise. You know, it's one of those things that I feel like a lot of us was robbed of. I enjoyed watching Conor McGregor do his thing. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed watching him become a double champion, all that stuff, man. I enjoyed it just like everybody else did. And I wish he stayed focused because I wanted to see more fights from Conor. You know, I like his personality. I like the way he talked. But one thing that's missing from Conor, while being wild, there used to be a stoic calmness to him at times. You know, like sometimes Conor could say something that's almost philosophical or something like that. Like he had this calmness. At times, it wasn't always, but you've seen a deeper part of him. That Conor, you get to see less and less and less. And it's this high, irate, drunken Irish man who seems like he can't control his emotions or his thoughts. And I'm going to say this. I don't think Conor McGregor can keep going at this rate. I see him pushing himself into the grave early if he don't get a control over this. I thought he would have got control over this by now. But he's obviously coked the fuck up.
I can't quit staring at Conor's dick. I can't stop. I sent Conor's dick to my partner Ryan, who opened it on his computer right as his wife was coming in the background. And then we have to explain what's happening here. But I can't stop looking. I've stared at this dick for the last 2 hours. He attached a weight to his mini-me. And you got a crooked penile function with a makeshift weight on it. It's a lot for me to accept.